The National Coronavirus Command Council has decided to enforce a nationwide lockdown for 21 days with effect from midnight on Thursday, the 26th of March.
Well, this is it. We are officially in lockdown. I don't know why I thought everything would suddenly be like dramatically different, once we officially hit, the lockdown period and all that kind of thing. But anyway, before we get into the video, I just wanted to ask for your help. So I want to make a bit of a mini doc thing about the lockdown and how we deal with it and how I deal with it and how other people deal with it and how they're affected by it, to see how it affects people both physically and sort of emotionally kind of thing. So if you would like to be a part of this video, please drop me a message or just say something in the comments that you do want to help. But anyway, enough about that. Let's jump into the video. Episode 2 of Blonde Moments in Quarantine with me, Darren, at the Blonde Deuces on Instagram. Hi, how are you? Anyway, intro time. How are you? Welcome to episode 2 of Blonde Moments in Quarantine with me, the Blonde Deuces, aka Darren. One massive issue that we face in privileged suburban South Africa is what's to eat, what's for breakfast, what's for supper, what's for lunch, and do we have any snacks around here? I see celebrity chef extraordinaire David Higgs has been capitalizing on this need rather well, and I figured I would reach out to another well-known celebrity chef for this new segment called Good morning and welcome to the inaugural episode of Mealtime with me, the Blonde Chef Daz. In this series, I'm going to teach you how to make the most delicious meals so that when this lockdown is over, you'll have the culinary prowess needed to impress and lock down the boy or girl of your dreams. And shit, if you're already locked down, then these are just some fun, recipes that you guys can try at home together. To start, we're going to need a chopping board, wraps, spinach, bacon, peppers, eggs, and cream. And some cream. Moving on. Chop up all of your ingredients. I don't have to because I have a slave working in the background. Hey, but I'm you. And then you can actually just plant this and then you can grow your own. Fair amount of pepper.
The next day.
Olive oil, cream. Gonna lay the tortilla down a little bit. Throw some cheese to start with. We want to try and keep everything to the center because you'll see in like 2 minutes. We're gonna add some omelette mixture. We don't want to pack this too high. Some bacon and peppers on there. More cheese. Season one last time. And then we're just going to roll it around because presentation is everything. And like that. So like this, we're gonna pop it into the pan. Okay, so from the pan, we're just gonna lift it out because all the cheese must have melted by now. Take a knife and voila. Finish it off with a bit of sriracha. And that's it. Come back next time for more delicious recipes. Anyway, moving on to our next segment, Half-Arsed recommendations and reviews. For our anime senpais, Fate Apocrypha. Fate Apocrypha is full of confusing storyline twists and turns, with some of the most epic fight scenes in anime history. For the ones on the dark side, The Platform is a gruesomely eerie movie that tackles the conversation of capitalism and the distribution of
There are
wealth.
three kinds of people. The ones above, the ones below, and the ones who fall.
If you can get past the not so badly dubbed voiceover and a few disturbingly violent scenes, it really is a thought-provoking movie and a really, really good watch.
Mr. Trimagasi, do you know how this all works?
It's obvious. We must eat
What will it be?
whatever the ones above don't want.
If everybody ate only what they needed, the food would get to the lowest level.
You have a big heart, but honestly, I don't think you'll survive for long.
For our action comedy lovers, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is without a doubt the best comic book / animated movie ever.
You ever hear of the Super Collider? You're gonna love this.
Dimension opening now.
With the most engrossing score and storytelling ever.
Listen up. This fry is your universe. It's soggy, it's weird, it's gross. And this delicious normal fry is my universe. So you want to learn to be Spider-Man?
Can you teach me?
Yes, I can.
It follows Miles Morales, who's just trying to earn his street cred to impress the girl that he likes, make a couple friends, and save the day in his bedtime.
This was never your city. It's mine.
If I don't destroy the collider, none of us will have a home to go home to.
Remember, what makes you different
Let's go!
is what makes you Spider-Man.
Officer, I love you.
Wait, what?
My recommendation for this week, I cannot stress this enough, Tiger King. I just finished it today, and it is the most rootin' tootin' barbecuing like redneck clusterfuck of a documentary that follows the reality of the big cat trade in America.
My name's Joe Exotic and this is Sarge.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol at Big Cat Rescue.
What a story! And it got way bigger.
Sometimes they say that on the prototype for Scarface.
We're supposed to be sexy, and we're luring people in.
You may now kiss the grooms.
Just go watch it. Like, this is the one I'd actually do care if you go and watch it. Moving on to our second crowd favorite. Photoshop your photo with me. The blonde dude. Actually. Hello and welcome to another episode of Photoshop Your Photo with me. The blonde Bob Daz. Today we have two submissions sent in. The first being from Donny Groskopf. He sent me a photo of his car back in the States and he said, hey, could you do something like this if I gave you a similar pic? I said, don't ask questions, just send them through and tell me what you want. So he sent me this photo and then he said, to be honest, I don't even know what I want, but I love Japanese vibes and I love anime, Dragon Ball and Bleach to be specific. So what I did was, so I masked out the car, did a bit of light correction, color correction, more color correction, and added the wrap with the Bleach character on it, along with a little bit of color grading to sort of match with the background that I chose. Then I added in the background, I added some fog, added some haze. I then added a bit more detail into the fog, threw in some street lights, gave them light, and then added atmosphere to the lights, did a bit of downpour off the lights. Then I decided because it's dark I needed to give the car actual lights, so added lights to the car, threw in a couple shadows for good measure, and then I just took it that extra step and added his Instagram handle above him because it looked cool. And yeah, this is it. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Moving on to our next entry. Michelle Rombouts sent me an email and he said, hi Darren, can you make it look like she is lying in a lush green field? The floor here doesn't scream springtime. Kind regards. And then he thought he was funny saying Sony over Canon any day. Anyway, so he sent me this photo. This, if I had another day to edit this, I think it would have come out a lot better. But masking out hair, especially when it's so spread out like that, is a nightmare. Please for the love of God, if you're going to enter like one of your photos, please make sure your hair is not spread out all over the place. Otherwise, you will be getting a haircut in the editing process. So I had to mask her out, add a background, match her color to the background, add some shadows to pop, change the color for top, color grade the image, add some red lips to go with the theme, some blur to try and hide some of the bad masking, bit of shadows for depth, and some light leaks for flavor. And let me know what you think. I don't think I did too badly, like, except the edges of the hair. But, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this installment of Photoshop Your Photo with me, the Blonde Bob Daz. If you want your photo edited next, please feel free to let me know. Drop me a DM, ask me, like, if you have any questions or whatever. Otherwise, just email me photos as high res as possible, please, because it makes my life a little bit easier. And then obviously just, you know, let me know what you want, and I'll do it. And we'll see you guys next time. But yeah, until the next blonde moments in quarantine with me, Darren, aka the Blonde Dude Daz. If you dug the video, send it to someone. Let your friends know, because it goes a long way for me. Otherwise, don't, and then I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.